in the past few months, it has seemed that perhaps Ellen DeGeneres isn't the warm and kind person we've been led to believe. Ex-producers and guests have come out with stories of the popular talk show host being less than friendly. Now, Warner Media has initiated an investigation into alleged workplace misconduct following further stories and accusations of, wait for it, racism, unjust termination, and overall toxic work culture. Anjali, they say never meet your heroes. Is this why it's disappointing when we see someone like this? You've been on a lot of TV sets over the years. You've worked with a lot of different people. When there's smoke, is there always fire?
Usually. I'm going to say always. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, there it. Yeah, absolutely. And this one just keeps going and going and going and going. It's, I don't even know how she's ever going to come back from this, even though they say that a lot of the accusations are actually leveled against three executive producers at the show, rather than Ellen herself. But then, how could she not know? Plus, she herself has been embroiled in, a whole bunch of this, that she's cold and she's, distant and actually not funny and not nice, off set, and it's all a big fat act. But yeah, I do think, I've obviously interviewed lots and lots of celebrities. I had my own celebrity chat show on CNN for a long time, and sometimes it can be so disappointing to meet people that you've looked up to for so long and that you thought were just, oh my God, I'd love to interview that person and just I'd love to spend some time in their company. And then you do, and it all falls on its arse. It's so depressing. There was one time in particular that I really remember. I was really excited that I was doing my show with Kevin Spacey. Oh. And don't say anything.
No.
The whole crew were super excited because, of course, he's just amazing at what he does. But being amazing at what you do and being an amazing person are two very different things a lot of the time. And we ended up having a full-on fallout on the show. And it was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. I felt like crushed.
Anjali,
for maybe 3 days.
What was the fallout about? What was the fallout about?
It was, he thought that, he's one of those people who off camera, you get on fine, you get on really well. The red light goes on and bam, you're the evil journalist sent there to skewer them. Plus, he didn't want to talk about films at all. He only wanted to talk about the theatre. It's like, nobody cares, Kevin. Then I started to ask him a question about an article that had been written about him a long time ago. And he stopped me in the middle because he thought I was asking him if he was gay. Why would I care? Why would I care? That's absolutely not what I was asking. But he stopped me in the middle and said, in the words of Morgan Freeman, like the words Morgan and Freeman had never been mentioned. In the words of Morgan Freeman, darling, I'm surprised that a journalist of your caliber would care about such trivialities. I thought I was going to vomit. And he came in very sinister, and we had like a proper falling out. And then I was sent to apologize to him for something I didn't ask and never would have in his trailer by his people. It was absolutely awful. So imagine my surprise when 8 years ago he came out, 8 years later he came out anyway. But it's like, it was just such a horrible experience going, you're actually not a nice person at all. And you can really feel it.
Well, Anjali, just based on that, I mean, he's been begging to come on this show, as do a lot of celebrities. Obviously, we're always going to say no to him. That's right. We were always going to say no to him, but now it is absolutely red line around it and underneath it. We've got to move on now.
Thank you, Robbo.
You're a wonderful woman. We're so excited to have you here.
It's the Ben, Rob and Robbo